Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. And he gets that to Hardman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with Madison. He'll push forward for about a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. He gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff, it's Madison. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. They run on the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will take a 14-6 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. But he'll gather it back in.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Watch out.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. Give him 14 on that play. One play. One first down.
Attack, attack!
That's good.
I don't need to, I don't need to.
Kansas City Chiefs.
43, 43,
15 at the
15,
21-yard line.
15, 15. Shot.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Again, it's Madison. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Minshew. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
Recovered by the receiving team.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Hey, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Attack, attack! Right!
Now, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that
one intercepted. And now he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Mark him just short. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This about as short as you can get. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right,
right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Nigga lagging the game. Stop lagging the game.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a
I might
turn?
believe
Let's
you.
find out. The third quarter is underway. DJ Turner now to bring it back.
I might believe you.
He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, Minshew. He's got Myers on the completion. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Madison. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Straight ahead, here's Madison. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes back. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here at the 44.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes. Got a man. It's Kelce. Complete. Slot man in motion right. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, KC.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. The shotgun, a throw for... Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Turner goes in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Minshew gonna look to throw. Open down the field is Mayer, the tight end. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. To the air once more is Minshew. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They have rolled the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And that'll get him some space. He's out of bounds up past the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Travis. Intended target. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. To return is Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10. Now Minshew. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Minshew. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike,